Today on New England Living, we'll hop aboard an historic landing craft for a one-of-a-kind trip to a secluded island off Salem Harbor. And we'll take a special look inside one of the region's most unique seaside concert halls. Plus, we'll meet the man trying to save our planet and our oceans, one whale at a time. It all starts right now on New England Living. New England has a style all its own. The people, the history, the culture. Join us as we discover the faces and places, the design and destinations, everyone and everything that makes New England extraordinary. I mean, does it get any better than this? Love the place you call home with New England Living. Thanks for joining us today on New England Living. I'm your host, Rachel Holt. First up on today's show, we're heading to Baker's Island in Salem South for a spectacular look at one of the area's best-kept secrets. Largely private, only the island's historic light station is open to the public, and the only way to get there is by landing craft. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning.
Climb on board.
Alrighty, you must be Captain John. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And
Jump
Annie.
on board.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks for having us.
Well, happy to have you.
What a beautiful day we have.
It's
We
fabulous.
lucked
yeah.
out. Yes,
I
it's
can't
wonderful.
wait. I'm so excited. Only a 5-mile ride from shore. The scenic ride through Salem Harbor out to the island is all part of the experience. Annie Harris is CEO of Essex Heritage and our private tour guide for the day.
So this is Derby Light. On this trip you can see 5 lighthouses. This is the first one. And this is at the end of Derby Wharf, which is a half-mile wharf. Elias Haskell Derby owned this wharf, and he had many ships, and he's known as America's first millionaire, and he made his fortune off of shipping around the world right after the American Revolution.
So this is Baker's Island.
This is the lighthouse property. And you see the beach there. We're going to pull up to the beach.
I couldn't help but notice there's no dock over there.
There is no dock, no. This is part of the adventure of coming out here.
All right, I trust Captain John.
Yeah, brace yourself.
Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. He's
not
done this
bad.
before. Nicely done,
yeah.
Captain John.
This is our beach.
And this is the way up to the lighthouse.
It is. Just a few more steps and then we'll be up on the grass and make it a little bit easier.
How amazing is this?
It is. It's wonderful, isn't it?
This is incredible. I can't believe we're just 20 miles from Boston.
I know,
You can
I
see
know.
Boston from here.
Yes.
There are 6 buildings on this property,
Yes,
so
there are.
including the lighthouse. What are the other ones?
So we have 2 keepers' houses, because we used to have another lighthouse before our time. And then this first building is the oil house that we're coming to. And this was, we think, was built in 1893 to store the very flammable new lighthouse fuel, which was kerosene. And so it's a beautiful building. It's built out of the stone from the beach that we just walked up.
Wow. And what is this building?
So this is the assistant keeper's house. This is the place where people can spend overnights. And this would have been when the second lighthouse was here. This is where the keeper would have lived.
Kind of a little step back in time.
It is. It definitely stepped back in time.
This Baker's Island light, it dates back to 1820. What is the history of this lighthouse?
Originally, the first light structure out here was actually not lit. It was a sort of a day marker, and that was built in 1798. And then George Washington signed the appropriations for the first lighthouse that was lit, Twin Towers, but that got destroyed by a storm. And so then they built a shorter lighthouse in about 1816, and this big lighthouse in 1820.
Give me an idea of what this island used to look like.
Well, it's gone through a lot of different stages. At one point, it was full of forest, and people used to come out here and cut the wood for ships and take the stones from the beach for ballast for the boats. But then it had a big hotel out here for a while, from about 1890 to about 1915. There were boats that would come up from Boston and also out of Salem and bringing people out here. They grew their food out here. It was quite a happening place.
And now that it is easier for the public to get out here, What are you hoping they take away from this island?
Well, I think an appreciation for, first of all, how beautiful it is, and it's wonderful to get people out on the water because there are not that many opportunities, so people get thrilled to be on the water and also to see the shoreline and see maybe where they live, Salem or Gloucester or Beverly, from the water. We also do some education programs out here with kids, and kids are thrilled to be out here and learn about lighthouses and weather and all sorts of maritime things. And it's just a great sort of escape because it's very close to many places, but you can get away for just an afternoon if you want. These old houses and lighthouses and even the open space are only here because of the work of mostly of volunteers. It takes a lot of effort and people and money and elbow grease to keep these places going. So that's a lot of what Essex Heritage is about, is connecting people to these really beautiful places like Baker's Island, but many other beautiful places on the North Shore and Lower Merrimack Valley.
There's something new you started a couple years ago. It's called Overnight at the Light. What's that all about?
Well, we have two buildings. The assistant keeper's house is available for people to stay overnight for a fee. We also built a campground recently, so we have some people coming out camping. It's just, again, a great experience, close to home, but nice to get away. We are off the grid out here, so I want to be clear there's no electric power from the mainland, and we have a solar power system. You can not only run Wi-Fi, but you can plug your phones in. You have lights at night, so it's a little primitive, but not that primitive.
The lighthouse is obviously the crown jewel of the island. What's it like up there?
Well, first I have to get up there, and the steps are very steep, and there's a ladder and a trap door. I know you want to go. I don't normally let people up there, so I want you to be very careful. When you get up the top, there are beautiful views. You can see all the way up to Gloucester. You can see down to Boston, Salem, Marblehead, Beverly, Manchester. It really is a beautiful sight, and you can, of course, see the whole island as well.
Wow, check this out. Now, normally the public is not allowed in here. Annie was nice enough to let us in. Now that I'm seeing these stairs, I can understand why. Check this out. This is no joke. Okay, I thought the stairs were bad. Check out this railing. Not the sturdiest, but we're almost there. All right, we made it up the treacherous stairs and a ladder. Let's see if the view is worth it. Yep, this is pretty awesome. I mean, does it get any better than this? After an amazing day out on this secluded island, we hopped back on board Captain John's ferry for a sunset cruise back to reality.
It's pretty nice that you can be kind of urban city and 20 minutes later, you might as well be up the coast of Maine. It's amazing transformation since Annie Harris and Essex Heritage took it over. Yeah, isn't this lovely?
Coming up after the break, we're heading to Rockport for an inside look at a one-of-a-kind music venue overlooking the ocean. When New England Living returns after this.